No man has ever failed in life until his attention is shifted from the solution he's looking for. Meaning, when you think you're actually failing, you're only learning how to do it better. But the very day you discover the need not to do it better, from that very moment, you're dead. Good day, everyone. My name is Jaquette Oluwani Setro, a serial entrepreneur majoring in fashion, photography, content development, business promotion, and consults. Yeah, I've been in business for over a decade, and today you're welcome to this section called Inspiration by Zaki. We're gonna be discussing how to manage business failure. Go nowhere, grab a cup of coffee, and let's go on this discourse. According to Jeff Bezos, you cannot invent in pioneer if you can't accept failure. And he said, if you want to do something new, it's just like you're performing an experiment. And if you already know the outcome of your invention or whatever experiment you want to perform, then it's no longer an experiment. And that is what we go through in the world of business. We go through so many uncertain situations. And the fact that you've decided to succeed in business makes you go on and on, despite whatever is happening. You just keep at it. Elon Musk said, people should not be risk averse when there is no much at risk. And that is why I want to start with my own very story before I divert into so many other parts. You see, I started out in business many years ago, more than a decade. We started with sales. We're doing freezers, we're selling freezers. And before you know it, this business was there trying to bring lots of profit. And before you know it, it was nowhere. It got folded up. Then I said, I'm just going to go on because I'm meant for business. I'm meant to do something great. So I said, I'm still going to continue whatever is happening. We went into work importation. We're importing because myself and my husband, we do work together. Despite the fact that he's been in the banking industry for years, we started our career in business together, just always been there before he retired. So we went into the importation of computer accessories from China, and guess what happened? Oh, lots of money was swindled, and what happened? We had to be paying back loans. Yes, paying back loans, and the interest on the loans were alarming, and we kept on paying. And we invested in real estate. We had to sell off the real estate, some of the properties, just to meet up with the loans and the interest. And aside that, we said, okay, we're not still going to give up. We went into another business called the school business, went into a Montessori school, and this started doing well. We were having lots of children, we were making waves, and things were going on well, all until the property owner said, it's high time, I want to take over. And it was like, are you ever going to be in business? And all this while we're doing this, myself and my husband were invested into fashion. We started to learn fashion, go into fashion, know how to produce unisex wares, and what is it called? We also went into shoe production. So when the school business was like, is it going to go on? I was almost there. I watched Elon Musk telling his story. Let me just diverge into his a bit and then come back to mine. I watched Elon Musk telling his story of what happened to the Tesla 3 model, and it was about almost crying. I felt the connection. I've been through moments like, it was as if I was going to give up the ghost in this business and it was not working. But because I'm meant for it, myself and my husband, we just tried to say, we're going to pick up. Mark Zukerberg said, people should not be afraid of challenges, failures, because you're going to face tons of them. What you just need is to quickly learn the lessons you have to learn from them and get on your feet again. So Elon Musk was sharing the story of the Model 3 Tesla, that the Model 3 Tesla was having real malfunctioning. People were returning the cars and they were just ripping out money, and money was not coming in. And coupled with the recession of 2008, 2009, it was like they were just having moments. Tesla was to fold up within a single digit week. And it was like, how is it going to happen? In his words, Elon Musk said, a company is just like a baby, having a baby. And you can't just give up having a baby and you just say you're going to leave it. That's why am I talking about this today? It's for people that are just starting up in business. Please, I wanted to know why you're going into it. And that's what is going to keep you at it. So Elon Musk said, it's like having a baby, and you have to feed the baby with everything we had. From the money he made from paper, he thought he was going to keep about 100 million. The companies, he was sharing the money between, what's it called, Tesla and SpaceX. But the two companies were just having challenges together. They needed real funds. He had to put in everything. Do you know that during the 2008-2009 recession, he said he did not even have any money. He was even living on borrowed funds. He never had any house. He had to borrow funds to pay rent, borrowed from friends and all the likes. And will you think that this great man in business, this one-time world millionaire, billionaire and all the likes, these are what it takes to be in business. That means, and that was what brought out that definition I gave you in my introduction, that a man has never failed in life until his attention is shifted from the success he's looking for. Failure is not failure until you've accepted it. And the day you accept it, that means that person is dead. So Elon Musk was asked that while you were facing those challenges, the recession 2008, 2009, SpaceX was also having its fourth launch. The first three launches had failed, and he spent money like what? And coupled with the fact that some great heroes in America did not even like the commercial space flights of a thing that he's doing, he just encouraged himself and he said, I'm going to do it. And they asked him, why did you not give up when all was about crumbling? 2008, 2009, he had the fourth launch. He said, I don't give up until I'm totally incapacitated or I'm dead. And that's what we're discussing today. So he was able to come out from that great recession. Tesla the Model 3 was corrected just some few hours before the last day in December that year. And also the fourth launch of the SpaceX was now a success. So he was a bit relieved and all the likes, but he faced the real challenges. You're seeing him, when you see him talk about this at times, he just takes a break off and he cries. So what brought us here was actually what I went through when the Montessori school business I was handling after other businesses I failed. When it came up, do you know, I was pregnant of my second daughter that time. I almost gave up. It was like, I don't even know how to say it. But my husband was just there. He has not resigned from his banking job then. He was always giving me the backup I needed. He was always encouraging me. We're always in it together because we do all our businesses together. So it's just saying, we can still make it. Just one more try. Just one more try. So when the Montessori school business failed, so we now move full time into a fashion. We moved full time into a fashion business. He has also learned fashion designing. I learned fashion designing. I started my YouTube channel. I started my online fashion school, www.cetrofashionschool.com. I started having students register from different countries. I had a convenience section. Our unique selling point was that our classes were done in such a way that it's convenient for the working class. So if you're working, you can just come in anytime on board. You have one-on-one interaction with your tutor. Our classes are well done online already then. Our selling point was that our classes were well slated out and well done for the working class. So they work with ease. And once you register as a working class, it's going to be one-on-one with your tutor at your own convenience. And you have the opportunity of shifting your classes and all the like. So people started registering from different parts of the world, and we're making our money. Then we also went into shoe production right here in Africa, Nigeria. We started producing our own shoes, and those shoes were selling real. Those shoes were if you know Jumia, they were selling very well on Jumia as at that time. Even they wanted colors, and it was doing great. So we started our shoe company, and we're still operating our fashion business, our shoe business till date. And we're having students from different parts of the world, and we also have a physical place for our fashion right now. So what's bringing about all these right now? We've also gone into words content creation photography, we do cinematography, we train people, we help the less privileged youth, and we do lots and lots of things. And we're also into business promotion and business consults, especially for ready-to-wears, those that are going into ready-to-wear production. We even produce for them, whatever country of the world you are, we produce ready-to-wears for for startups and all the like. So, but before I got here, it was just like, are you sure you're ready to continue? So, my question to you today is, as you've started your business or you're just about starting and you're encountering some challenges, do you think you have the mind to continue? Are you there to continue? Do you want to continue or you feel it's time to give up? I smile because when you think it's time to give up, that is actually the time to continue. You just need to sit back and cross your leg and go to the planning table and think of, how do I do it better? How do I get better at this? That was what Elon Musk did. He said he just became a rocket engineer all of a sudden. He did not even learn that in school. But those rocket engineers that were there, it was the bad ones that have been helping him in the formal 3 launches that were still there. The good ones did not join his team. Maybe he never had money to pay them. He didn't say that or what. And just said, I'm going to read more about it. Because I have background in physics and all the likes. I'm going to read. He started reading, started knowing how to do it there. And he became the rocket engineer for a sports launch without learning that in school. Why? He discovered new ways of doing things. So the number one point is, when you think you're failing, Thomas Edison also said it before he discovered the electricity that we're all using all over the world. They said, I learned 999 ways of not doing it. So that thing that you think is failing, I'm here to tell you today, it's not actually failing. You're only learning how not to do it. So you're gaining wealth of experiences of how to do it. So by the time you don't stop, you're going to actually discover how to do it. And then you're going to be a great success. Jack Ma also has his own tales of the story. He failed so many times. They just took him in a school, maybe the third class schools in his in his area, and he went to teachers college, he went to this school, he was rejected in so many places, but he decided, he said, I'm not going to give up. Before he started Alibaba.com, some persons said, this idea you have is a crazy idea, it's a stupid idea. They said, this guy likes doing things stupidly. So he said, I'm going to continue. He never gave up. It came from a background that was a no background, but he said, I've decided to make it. He said one story that captivated me. He said he started Alibaba.com and they weren't making anything for tons of period. Then one day he went to a restaurant, he wanted to pay, and as he wanted to pay, someone just came over and said, you are Jack Ma. I sell on Alibaba.com. I know you're making nothing, but I am actually making profit, so I'm going to pay your bills. He was damn shocked. Someone paid his bills and he said, this thing is actually working. But he has already decided just to keep on working. And he said, I'm touching lives. So one thing I want you to discover is, what is your focus? If the money is your focus, in little or no time, you're going to give up in business. Because let me tell you, this is not my first video of saying this. You can watch other videos that I've made. If you come into business for the money, if you need money, Dan Lok said that if you need money, what you need is not a business. You need a job. Go get a paid job. But if you need what will last for your life, then you need to start that business. And do you have the passion for the business? It's the passion for the business that will keep you. Just like Elon Musk said that what will make him give up in his business is what? Is if he's totally incapacitated or is dead. Do you have such passions? I see my husband is a great visionary. He is the one that engineers me, is the one that gives me the go ahead for most of the things I do. Right now, he's even the one behind the camera. Can you just imagine? Although we've trained so many youths, but they have their off days and all the like. So he's the one. He will always tell me, you can do it. You can do it. You can come up with this story. So why am I here today? I'm here today for you that you're just starting. You need great passion to keep ahead. You don't need to lose focus. And one other thing is number two is you have to learn, you have to be open to what? Correction and invention. You have to be open to correction and invention. That's how you move forward. And number three is you have to give up on what is not working. Whatever is not working, you don't have to keep doing it. Give up on what is not working. I hope you've read that book, Who Moved My Cheese? The cheese are always moving. So you just have to keep on with where the cheese have moved to. So whatever is not working, you just keep it aside. That's what Mark Zukerberg also said. He said, you are going to encounter many failures, many challenges. But the thing is, just quickly learn from it. This is not working. I stop it. I go ahead. And that's just it. I think these three key points, they are the reasons why I've come up here today to tell you that for you to succeed in life, if you're not meant for just the 5 to 9 jobs, that when you are 60 years old, you'll be laid off. And in fact, some persons right here in Africa, they're always laid off. Before that, once they see that their productivity is declining, they're going to lay them off. And it's the stress, the thought from such things that even lead to their death. If you know you are meant for a business, you have this business acumen, go for it. The greatest thing is the passion. The passion keeps you going, whatever you're facing. Then the finances also, you seek financial advice. When the finances are not going on, seek experts. Manage your finances well. In the words of Dan Locke, he said, when you see that your business is failing, you have to do these three things. Number one, you cut down on your expenses. Things that you know that they are not needed for you. So many things that are not bringing in returns. You're just spending, just recurrent expenditure. Cut down on such expenses. Then number two, you increase your sales. You should be the number one closer for your business. Make sure that all your deals are closed up properly. Yes, you should find means of increasing your sales, increase your advert. And the third thing he said is learning, just like I've told you before now, learning. He said, what are the best practices? What are the best ways of doing this thing that I'm doing? Do you know your competitors more than you know yourself? Are you aware of your strengths and your weaknesses? You do a SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to your businesses. So by the time you do all this, when your business is failing, I want to tell you that business is going to bounce back. But the one focus of this video is your passion. Keep it going. Don't think you can fail. Failure is actually accepting failure. I want to repeat myself again. This is the core of this discourse today. Failure is actually when you have accepted that you have failed. If you have never accepted that you have failed, you are a success. Because as you keep at what you're doing, you are really going to find out the way of doing it best. And you are going to succeed. And that's just it on this segment, Inspiration by Zaki. I want to believe you've learned one or two things in this discussion. And we have to keep the discussion going. If this has been of help to you, don't forget to like this video, give it thumbs up, then let me hear from you. What are the things you're going through right now in your businesses? What are the challenges? I can be of help. We can be of help with our little world of experiences. And you can also reach out to us if you want us to build your Ready to Well label for you anywhere you are in the world. Reach us on the numbers showing below. So till I come your way in the next video, don't forget the Joy Therapy. Catch you, love you. Bye-bye. Yeah.